Well, here's something interesting. There's an igloo today. So let's check this out. I don't think I've ever seen an igloo before. Something new. Making a stew. Wait, this is just, what's her name? Yuka. So nice and warm, my little igloo. I don't want to go back home. It's far too cold outside for someone with my delicate constitution. It's a really nice looking satellite. Oh no. I don't want to sell my satellite. I got a bunch of furniture. So I can do, I'm going to the island today. Try to get some stuff. I don't want to play. No. I don't want to sell you my satellite. I'm sorry. I need to keep this stuff. Well, I guess that's it. I mean, I don't know. It's just they make an igloo sometimes, I guess. It's just a winter thing that they do sometimes. This is cool. You know, Animal Crossing. First Animal Crossing had a lot of these cute little, like, just, you know, flavor things. And I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to build a snowman today. We've so far got 2 snowman items, but then I'm just gonna go to the island. So, nothing else much to report at the moment, but, you know, maybe you'll see me again if I get anything interesting. Before we begin for today, I want to vent a little bit. It's been a while, and I need to tell you guys about all that I've been through today. Okay, not just today, but the past few weeks. It's the 15th. We're halfway through January. I tried to balance both. The last time we recorded, I think there was a little bit I recorded in between, but oh, because it was an igloo, right? Yeah, I recorded that on like the 3rd or something. But before that, the last thing we did was we went to the island. And of course, you guys remember that because that was the last thing I recorded, but that was a while ago for me. Here's the thing: is in that moment, I was like, I guess I'll try to do the island stuff, try to get all the island furniture, whatever exclusive items on the island, while balancing also doing the snowman furniture at the same time. And I did try to do that for maybe a week. I don't even know if I made it a week, but it was exhausting. It was way too much. It was way too much to do. Just the island alone is like, it's a lot. And I don't even think I really understand what I'm doing. I have been trying my best to make it work. But I don't really get it. So the information that I have is that you can bury a bunch of stuff on the island, and then you can basically give the islander some, like, fruits. They all have, like, favorite fruits, and so you give them their favorite fruit, and then they will, like, so what it says is, like, depending on how happy they are, the music will change, which I have never heard the music change, except that it will change to, like, bad music if something bad happens to them. I don't know if they mean the music changes to good music, if by that they mean, like, the normal music that's usually playing. But, like, I think the odds of actually getting an exclusive item are not that high, because I've buried a bunch of stuff there, and it also says you can give them a golden shovel, and it'll raise the chances of getting, like, an exclusive item. I didn't get a single exclusive item the entire time I was trying. And I don't know. It was just a lot. It took me way too much time to do that, while also searching the town for snowballs to make a perfect snowman. It was just like every day trying to do both of those things was way too much time spent, and it was just dragging my amount of time I was spending in Animal Crossing. I couldn't do both, so I was like, I'm not doing both. So I dropped the island. I'm no longer doing the island, but I did plant a bunch of pear trees, because that's like her favorite fruit, is pears. I don't know if there's like a level above like just normal happiness. That's what I don't understand. Because, I don't know, I buried a bunch of stuff there. She never gave me an exclusive item. So I don't know what the chances are. I don't know what that's going to take for me to get that sort of stuff. But it's on top of trying to get those exclusive items, I'm trying to get the snowman exclusive items. And it's just, yeah. I feel like, I don't know, you can understand how that's way too much to try to do. And I wish I wasn't trying to do it at the same time. Like, I wish I had gone to the island sooner, because I could have spent a different month doing that, and now am I going to have enough time for this? Anyways, now I want to rant about the snowman stuff. And we do have something to do today, okay? I want to rant about the snowman stuff for a second here. So, I have successfully made 3 perfect snowmans altogether. And you may say that's, wow, you've had, I don't even know how much. Did this go into December that we had the chance to do that, or did it start in January? I can't even remember. I don't know. But it's not much, given that it's 15 days, 15th day in January. But the problem is, and I was bitching about it a little bit. It was just like how hard it's not as hard as I was making it out to be when I first started talking about it, okay? It's not that bad, because you do get the ability to like roll it around with your hands, which gives you more control over it than a normal ball. So it's like getting across bridges and getting up hills is not as bad. But it's still, they are breakable. You can only find 2 snowballs per day. So it is a little like, there's a lot of days where it's just like, oops, the snowball went away for whatever reason. I literally today, I was like, I was pushing the snowball, and it just like lightly tapped into a sign and exploded. I was like, okay, well, that's a new one. I've never seen it just like that. That's all it took to get rid of that snowball. So I was like, okay. But the other problem is the snowman proportions. They are very strict on the snowman proportions. I think the first 2 I got really lucky, because I made 2 perfect snowmen in a row. And I was like, oh, this is actually not going to be so bad. But every single snowman I made since then, except for 1, they've yelled at me. They've been like, oh, that you screwed us up, but we're terrible snowmen. So, like, I'm trying to, like, I read online that all you have to do really is have 1 big snowball on the bottom and 1 smaller snowball on the top, and that's all it takes. But it's not true, because I've done that literally every single time. It's it's like a proportion thing. Like, you do have to be exactly perfect, and I'll show you because I have a perfect snowman right here. This one was the one I made yesterday, I think. And this one is a perfect snowman. I don't know if yeah, I don't know if they all say that or what. I don't know if the other snowmen just say, like, depressed stuff, but this guy's a perfect snowman. You can see the proportions are like it's the balls are like smaller than you would expect, but the top head is not, it's closer in proportion to the like, you just have to have it slightly smaller than the one on top. It's weird to look at. It's weird to like eyeball every single time. I mess it up most of the time, but sometimes I get it right, and I'm like, when I'm putting the balls together, I'm like, oh, this isn't gonna work, and then it's like, oh no, I'm perfect, and I'm like, god damn it. I'm like, well, it's weird. It never looks right until you put it together, and then I'm like, yeah, actually it looks good. I don't know what to say, but I will say that this snowman furniture item is kind of what I'm trying to base my snowman off of. I try to just like come in here, I get a snapshot in my brain. I try to, I'm like what, Encyclopedia Brown. It's like a reference nobody is gonna get. I don't even know if they make those books. It was a book series I read, but he had a picture perfect memory. He would just like, I believe he would just close his eyes and say click, and he'd be like, got it. He would just like remember that image in his photographic memory, I guess they call it. Encyclopedia Brown. It was fun. It was a fun little kid mystery novels. I could go off on that tangent. There was one where he solved the mystery because one of the guys was like did something with like his left hand. Oh, he reached into his pocket with like his left hand, and he's like, that's awkward because oh god, I can't remember what it was. But even as a kid, I was reading and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. You can reach into your pocket with your other hand. He said he couldn't have reached into his pocket because one of his arms was in a cast, right? And so he was like, well, you can't reach into your pocket with the other hand. And I was thinking in my head, I'm like, yeah, you can. I think about that all the time still. I still, to this day, I will reach into my other pocket with my other hand and be like, Encyclopedia Brown says I shouldn't be able to do this, but I'm showing him. Anyways, that's enough of this rant. I needed to get this out because I was upset, okay? I was upset about this whole situation. I am only doing snowman items right now, okay? I've only got 3. I don't know how long the snowman thing goes on for, but I hate these snowmen. I hate them. Oh, I got the R-Wing as well. Weird story about that. I also got this thing, the shogi piece. But anyways, I got this R-Wing. Weird story about that is it was just there was no indication. It was just buried behind the post office. I just dug. There was a spot there behind the post office. I just dug, and there was just an R-Wing just buried there. There wasn't even anything on the board. So I have an R-Wing now. Should I show you the snowman pieces before I even... I don't know that I'm gonna get them all. I mean, you know, I'm at the point where I'm trying my gosh darndest here, but it's already we're at the point where I know it's impossible to get 100% in a year unless I was using 2 accounts, which I could have done but didn't really plan it out that way, so, you know, sue me, I guess, but... It's already impossible. We know it's impossible to get all the jingle items for 100%. And I missed 1 spooky item. I got all the harvest items. So if I don't get all the snowman items, I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. It's just gonna be. I'm trying my best. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. The island items. Gonna be honest, I'm gonna try on that. I really don't know how to do it. I really just don't get it. I've tried to read online, it doesn't make much sense to me, so, I've done everything that they say, so, but it's just, I've never gotten an exclusive item, so I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong, or, maybe I should, be sitting in it for a much longer period of time than I was doing, because I was probably doing, maybe 20 minutes per day, which is already, see, this snowman? This is not a perfect snowman. Yeah. This guy, not perfect. But, hell, you know, tell me what's different about this snowman between the one up there. Please tell me. Because I'm eyeballing it, I'm it's not that different. It looks about the same. I don't know, it looks a little stumpy, but, you know, if you take the snowballs and by themselves, I'm is there that much of a difference? I think the head's a bit too big. I think that's probably what it is, but anyways, we're going to talk to Tortimer here.
Oh, yes. Now listen close, Sprout. This is between you and me, but I'm going to be taking a semi-official to, let's say, official vacation starting tomorrow, you understand? So I have a little job that I'd like you to do in my absence. Do you think you can help an old tortoise out?
Sure, brother. There's a good kid, Wes. Straight and to the point. I like that about you. Hehehe. Here's what I want you to do. From tomorrow until the 22nd. Okay, I do have to mark this. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Because it starts tomorrow, so that's a week. I need you to turn on the lighthouse. It's simple as all get out. All you have to do is flip the switch each evening between 6 and 10 p.m. I'll be back the 23rd, so it's a fair responsibility, you know, of anyone who you can rely on in Glob. because it might not be a bad idea to cooperate with someone to make sure this thing gets done, huh? See, if you manage to do it without missing a single day, I'll give everyone who helped a special present. Just don't forget, Wes, do you understand the gist of what I want you to do? Absolutely. Gravy. I'm counting on you, Wes. Don't let an old tortoise down now. A mayor needs a relaxing vacation every now and again. That's not asking so much now, is it? Noper. Alright. That's the reason we're recording today. It was strictly because of that. So, this is Tortimer's Vacation, aka Tortimer's Lighthouse Request. Again, this is information on Nookopedia. The information on Nookopedia is wrong. This is becoming a theme. It says to talk to him starting on a random Saturday, but you'll notice it is Sunday. So that's wrong. It starts on Sunday. Nookopedia is really letting me down. At least when it comes to the first Animal Crossing, your guys' information is really not right most of the time. I'm starting to have to cross-reference it with the fandom wiki, which is actually more right. The fandom wiki was actually correct, and that's the fandom wiki is I don't know, it's the fandom wiki. Wikipedia I trust because it's literally it's an entire forum literally dedicated to Animal Crossing. You guys can't be wrong, okay? You guys gotta fix your shit, man. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of being confused by reading information here that's not helpful and also just wrong. Okay, I feel like I've ranted enough today. Today was rant day. Was there anything else I wanted to wanted to talk about? I don't know. Not really. I guess that's it. I'll clue you in. Tomorrow we'll do the first Tortimer's Vacation request, but I don't know if I probably won't show it every day because that'd be kind of redundant. It's just gonna be the same thing over and over again. So we'll do that. All right. Goodbye. Welcome. Today we're going to do something actually pretty interesting. And this is just following up from what we started yesterday. You know, remember we talked to Tortimer, and he gave us a chore to do. Basically every day for the next week. I'm going to log on after 6 p.m. As you can see, it's 7:09. I'm going to log on, and we're going to go to the lighthouse. Okay? And you'll see from there what happens. This is a pretty cool thing, and it's very unique, and I feel like probably most people have not experienced this, so I think this might be a kind of a cool little Easter egg. But we just walk up to the lighthouse, and we go inside. How cool is this? You could go inside the lighthouse, but only during this time. Only once you've started the Tortimer's Vacation thing. And then we go here, we click the switch. Isn't that weird? It's almost back in the day, you watch a creepypasta video or something that's really well done. I don't know. I'm thinking of Ben Drowned or something. If you watch the Ben Drowned videos, where it's he's playing Majora's Mask, but it's wow, you can't do that in Majora's Mask. That's not what happens in that game. And then it just happens. And you're wait a minute, you can't do that. That's one of those things, just the ability to go inside the lighthouse is I can't anymore. You can't at any other time, specifically then, and you can turn on the lighthouse. I honestly, I think that's sweet. I think that's cool. That's when I was a kid and I watched the, I swear there was some video of there were a billion people with, recording stuff that just was not fake, but was fake, but I totally believed it. I swear there was one, the unicorn fountain thing from Ocarina of Time. It's basically they say the entrance is below Zora's domain, but only when it's frozen over as an adult and you can go inside, but only if you make it under the ice.